Picture this. You're in 11th grade, your class just disbanded, and now you have a bunch of courses with random people you don't know. You sit in an advanced English course because you're probably good at it or something, and the new teacher comes in. He sits down, starts explaining how he structures his lessons, just like every other teacher does at the beginning of a new year, and then goes on saying, the topic that we're going to discuss throughout the semester is multiculturalism. Oh, fuck. I'm aware not everyone would have this reaction. Most people in the class were totally unfazed, but let me explain why I was so straight up about it. I'm not sure how noticeable it is to listeners, but whenever I hear myself speaking English, I feel like I have a slight accent. Because newsflash, I am not a native English speaker. In fact, English is my third language. Now, you might be asking yourself, Ruru, what are the first two languages that you learned? And my dear viewer, that is a very valid question. And also the perfect transition to a long and confusing story, so let's go. It all started at my birth. Literally. I was born and raised in Germany. It ain't too bad here. Actually, compared to other countries, it's pretty good here. Free healthcare, generally just good insurance, rich history, interesting culture. I would recommend y'all visiting at least once. But the problem here is I can't really call myself German. Legally, I am a German citizen. I have Deutsche Pass, and I won't deny that I've enjoyed Bratwurst with beer before, but still, German is Nummer zwei. The language that I have uttered my first words in is Russian. Fun fact, the first ever word that I said was "дай," which means give me in Russian, but sounds like, well, die. What if my first word was actually English and I was telling my family to die? Now hold on. How can your first language be Russian if you were born in Germany? Immaculate time management, baby. I was born exactly 3 weeks after my parents and my sister moved to Germany from the country of Kyrgyzstan. Yes, that's a country. Nobody out of my family knew any German. My sister, who was 7 at the time of my birth, was put into school immediately, and I truly can't imagine what that was like for her. When I was put into kindergarten, I didn't know any German either. I don't think I was even able to grasp the concept of there being multiple languages. At the end of my kindergarten time, the caretakers compiled little portfolios with all the worksheets that all the kids have done, and I wrote my name in Russian on every single sheet. All in all, I hated kindergarten, and y'all would too if you went there and didn't understand crap. Primary school wasn't exactly better. I feel like I learned how to speak German clearly around like 3rd to 4th grade. But if I'm completely honest, my sister still needs to correct me on my grammar to this day. I think it was somewhere around that time when someone asked me the question that I dread nowadays for the first time. Someone found out that I can speak Russian, came up to me and asked, "Where are you from?" Needless to say, my brain kind of farted. I hate answering this question. There is no way that I can answer it in one short sentence and I have to explain my entire life story to someone who just wanted to know why I can speak Russian. Usually, I try to answer, "Oh, I'm from here," but that never helps the situation as the next reply is usually, "No, like, where are you from?" "Oh, I was born here." How can you speak Russian then?" "Well, my parents are from Kyrgyzstan, but I was born here." Now pause. There's multiple ways that conversation can go now, and I want to make a little compilation rating the replies. "Well, my parents are from Kyrgyzstan, but I was born here." Where is that? This is the most common answer. It's in Central Asia between Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and China. I rate this answer a 4 out of 10. Do you mean Kazakhstan? If you answer this, you immediately lose sympathy points. No, I mean Kyrgyzstan. As if I wouldn't know the country my parents are from. Like, please, solid 1 out of 10. Oh, that's cool. This one really depends. Some people say this to not look dumb, but I've met people that actually knew where Kyrgyzstan is, so 8 out of 10. I'm from one of the neighboring countries. Oh my god, I love you guys. There's not many of you, but we're all gonna stick together, am I right? 10 out of 10. Don't they speak Kyrgyz in Kyrgyzstan? Can you speak Kyrgyz? Valid question. I can't speak Kyrgyz. Kyrgyzstan was part of the Soviet Union, which is why it has a Russian-speaking population that doesn't know any Kyrgyz. My family being part of it. I give it a 7 out of 10 for interest. Now, the following thing was only said to me once, but it's just so comedical that I had to include it. Well, if you're from Central Asia, then why are you white? As Gretchen Wiener said.
Oh my god, Karen, you can't just ask people why they're white.
I didn't even know what to say at that point. I just stood there baffled. 0 out of 10. Why would you ask me that? Most of the time, I don't really know what to identify myself as. I'm not sure if there's already a name for this phenomenon, but I'd call it the guest syndrome. I'm always a stranger wherever I go. Germany's cool, Kyrgyzstan is like super impressive, but I've actually never been to any official English-speaking countries, and I feel like I can talk for a lot of people when I say that I have no clue how I am this well in English. I could just do it one day. I've written A+ essays all my life without knowing what a participle is. I can only say that a lot of my skills derive from my unrestricted internet access as a child, but that is a topic for the future. Surprisingly, judging on my looks, people also can't really tell where I'm from. I went to play volleyball with a big Russian-speaking group from my school once, and when I showed up, half of them said that they thought I was fully German, and that they were surprised that my Russian is still so good even though I grew up and was raised in Germany. On the other hand, though, people also told me they could tell I was Slavic by my facial structure. I'm not entirely sure what gave it away, though. I have blonde hair and blue eyes. Sorry to disappoint y'all, my hair isn't actually pink, but maybe if I reach a certain subscriber goal, I'll dye my hair. Either way, I was asking myself what features could possibly give away my Slavic identity like that, as it is the only ethnicity that I feel comfortable calling myself. When I remembered that on certain occasions when I met people on Discord and revealed that I'm Slavic, the first thing they said was, "Russian women are so hot," which is just creepy. And if I had a penny for every time this happened, I'd have 3 pennies. But it's weird that happened thrice, right? Moreover, I certainly don't look like a Russian model, so keep your weird stereotypes to yourself, guys. The last experience that I want to talk about in this video is one that a lot of immigrant kids have. If you speak more than one language on a daily basis, it's super likely that you have something that I call brain rumble. Brain rumble is when you're speaking casually and then you just forget a word. The thing is, you know exactly what you want to say, and you even know what the word is called in a different language, but it just does not come to you. Or when someone asks you to translate something between languages and you just don't immediately know it even though you speak both languages fluently. Brain rumble is also boosted by immigrant households, which just mix languages together. When I'm home, I speak a mix of Russian and German. I thought for the longest time that keller is the Russian word for basement. It's not. The Russian word is подвал, and keller is German. And do you know how long it took me to realize that бутерброд, which means sandwich in Russian, is just butterbrot, the German word for sandwich with a heavy Russian accent? Too long, I tell you. Okay, I have to address something quite briefly. Because are you guys insane? I was just bored out of my mind in French class the other day and decided to look at how the video is doing after completely forgetting that I posted it, and I had 32 subscribers. I was ecstatic about that already because, oh my god, people saw my video, and a day later I have over 1,000 subscribers. Are you kidding me? Right now, as I am writing this script, I have 3,720 subscribers, and the video that I made has over 20,000 views. Like, how? Okay, all jokes aside, I have to give you people my greatest thanks for supporting me like this. I never thought that my video would inspire someone to open up in the comments like a lot of you guys have, and I have spent hours on reading through all of your stories. When I read that people expected me to have more content because I seemed like a bigger creator to them, my heart melted. Obviously, I will keep creating videos for you, although they might take pretty long because I am in my last year of high school and my final exams are basically around the corner. But genuinely, once again, thank you for welcoming me, and I appreciate each and every one of you that watch my videos, truly. I've created an Instagram and a Twitter account where I'll be posting everyday life updates and sketches when I can't make videos because of busy school life or whatever. So If you're interested in that, the links are both in the description. If you're not part of the community yet, then hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see more videos like these in the future, then like the video and of course comment down below if you had similar experiences. I've had a ton of fun reading and replying to your last comments. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me, and adios.